Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Let me start by telling you what a boundary actually is, because most of what you've been taught about them is wrong. A boundary is not a punishment. It's not cold or unkind or selfish. It's not a wall to keep people out. A boundary is a declaration of what is true for you, what you need, what you're able to give, what you're not available for. It is an act of honesty, not an act of rejection. Most people who struggle with these boundaries are often the most empathetic, the most generous, and the most genuinely loving people. They've just been taught that their needs are less important than everyone else's, that love means endless availability, that saying no means you don't care. Well, it doesn't. And today we're going to do some work at the level where that belief actually lives, in the body, in the nervous system, not just in the thinking mind. And before we get started, I want to share with you a quote that I heard recently that has stuck with me that I think is important. A boundary is simply a way for me to love myself and love you at the same time. Now, let's find a place to get comfortable, either sitting or lying down, and take a few deep breaths and let yourself get settled. All right, take another deep breath and just let the body be easy. Now I want you to notice first what happens in your body when someone asks something of you that you don't want to give. What does that specific physical sensation feel like? Is it a tightening in your chest? Sinking in the stomach? A constriction in the throat? That sensation is real information, and it's your body's honest response. And most people learn to override that. So take a breath into that sensation, really feel into it, and just acknowledge that it's there. I feel this. This is true for me. Now I want to work with the belief system. Underneath the difficulty with boundaries, there's almost always a belief. Some of the common ones are, if I say no, I will be abandoned. My needs don't matter as much as others. If I ask for what I need, I'm a burden. Or love means never saying no. Which of these, or any variation of these, resonates for you? Now let's examine where that belief actually comes from. Not in super detail, but just a general sense. Was it a family system? Something you heard from a parent? An early relationship? Or maybe a religious context? You learned this belief at a time when it may have been adaptive, and it may have kept you safe. It is not a character flaw. It is simply a learned response. All right, now I want to offer a new frame. A boundary protects the relationship as well as the person who sets it. When you give from obligation, when you say yes while your body is saying no, you tend to build resentment. and the relationship corrodes underneath that performance of generosity. A genuine, honest boundary, even when it's uncomfortable in the moment, creates a relationship that is actually real, where both people know exactly where they stand. So take another deep breath and feel into your body. Practice the sensation of setting a boundary and holding that boundary. Think of something small you actually want to say no to. And in your body, feel what it would feel like to say, no, I'm not available for that. Not with any explanation or apology, just no as a full sentence. Notice what came up for you. Was there any fear, relief, or maybe both? That relief is real. That's your body recognizing its own truth. So take a breath. You don't have to implement every boundary today. This was just a practice. One honest no. One thing you don't explain away. One moment of telling your body's truth. And that's how it all starts.